What's up, manifesting maestros? Welcome back to the Neville Goddard Son of Abdullah channel, where we dive deep into the real deal about manifesting your dream life. Now, if you've clicked on this video, let me start by saying, brace yourself. Today, we're calling you out, because chances are, you've been doing manifestation all wrong. Yup, I said it. But don't click away just yet. This could be the most important wake-up call you've ever had. By the end of this video, not only will you know exactly what you've been doing wrong, but you'll also have the tools to flip the script on your entire life. So, grab your popcorn, or kale chips if you're into that, and let's get into it. Alright, let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Most of you have been taught that manifestation is all about positive thinking and visualizing your dream life like it's a scene out of a Disney movie. Stop the cap. That's not how it works. If you're sitting around thinking good vibes alone are going to bring you that six-figure job or your soulmate, you're playing yourself. Manifestation is not some magical fairy dust. It's about reprogramming your mind to operate from a place of power and certainty. Let me give it to you straight. Manifestation isn't just about what you want. It's about what you assume to be true. When you sit there wishing and hoping, you're basically telling the universe that you don't have what you desire, and guess what? That's exactly what you're going to keep getting. A whole lot of nothing. You need to stop the wishful thinking and start living in the end. What does that mean? It means assuming the feeling of your wish already fulfilled, as if it's a done deal. Imagine walking into a room knowing you're the most confident person there, not hoping, but knowing. That's the energy you need to bring to your manifestations. It's like you're not even giving the universe a choice. You're saying, "This is mine. Thank you very much." It's about embodying the state of your desire, not just thinking about it. And here's the kicker. This isn't just about thinking positive or being delusional, although a little bit of healthy delusion might actually help, but we'll get to that later. It's about a total mindset shift. You've got to stop the nonsense of thinking you're not good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough. You're all of that and more. You just need to start believing it. So, the next time you catch yourself wishing or hoping for something, stop and ask yourself, am I living in the end? Am I assuming that this is already mine? If the answer is no, you know what to do. Start acting, feeling, and thinking like it's already yours, because that's when the magic happens. The law of assumption exposed. Let's dig deeper into the law of assumption, because if you're not familiar with it, you're missing out on the most powerful tool in the manifesting arsenal. Neville Goddard, the mastermind behind this concept, wasn't playing around when he said that what you assume to be true is what will manifest in your life. And let's be clear, this isn't just some woo-woo stuff. It's backed by psychology and the way your subconscious mind works. Here's the deal. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. If you keep feeding it thoughts of lack, fear, and doubt, that's exactly what it will continue to create. But if you start feeding it the assumption that your desires are already fulfilled, your subconscious gets to work making that your reality. It's like setting a destination on your GPS. Once you've locked it in, your subconscious mind does whatever it takes to get you there. Think of the law of assumption as the ultimate cheat code. You're not just thinking positive thoughts. You're reprogramming your entire belief system to align with the reality you want to create. It's about flipping the script in your mind. Instead of saying, "I hope I get this," you start saying, "I already have this." Instead of, "I want to be successful," it's, "I am successful." And don't just take my word for it. Look at anyone who's achieved massive success. They didn't sit around hoping and wishing. They assumed their success long before it became a reality. Whether it's a celebrity, a tech mogul, or even your favorite YouTuber, they all used the law of assumption, whether they realized it or not. They didn't just think they might make it, they knew they would. And that's the difference. So, here's your homework. Start assuming the outcome you want as if it's already done. Don't just visualize it, feel it, live it, be it. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes, and before you know it, you'll start seeing real changes in your life. This is the law of assumption, exposed and ready for you to use. Let's talk about your self-concept, because if you're struggling to manifest, this is likely where you're getting it wrong. Your self-concept is the foundation of everything you manifest. If you see yourself as someone who's always struggling, always coming up short, then guess what? That's exactly what you'll keep manifesting. You can't expect to create abundance if deep down you believe you're unworthy of it. Neville Goddard emphasized the importance of self-concept, and he wasn't joking. Your self-concept is like the software that runs your entire life. If it's outdated or full of bugs, like limiting beliefs, then you're going to keep getting the same old crappy results. It's time for an upgrade. a radical one. You need to start seeing yourself as the person who already has what you want. Not the person who's trying to get it, but the person who already is it. Now, let's get a little radical here. Imagine if you could download a new identity, just like you download a new app on your phone. What if you could wake up tomorrow and be the confident, successful, and loved person you've always wanted to be? Well, you can, but it requires a serious shift in your self-concept. You need to start seeing yourself as that person right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. And don't worry about what other people think. If you start acting like a millionaire or successful entrepreneur or a happily married person, people might think you're delusional. But who cares? Remember, the most successful people in the world didn't get there by playing it safe or worrying about what others thought of them. They got there by being unapologetically themselves and by assuming their success from day one. So, here's the challenge. Start radically changing your self-concept. If you want to be wealthy, start seeing yourself as someone who is already wealthy. If you want to be in a loving relationship, start seeing yourself as someone who is already deeply loved. The more you shift your self-concept, the more your external reality will start to match it. This isn't about faking it until you make it. It's about being it until you see it. It's time to get delusional reality distortion field. Okay, let's talk about getting a little delusional, because sometimes that's exactly what you need to do. If you want to manifest big things, you've got to be willing to go beyond what seems logical or realistic. Think about it. The most successful people in the world are a little bit crazy. They don't live in the same reality as everyone else, they create their own reality. When I say get delusional, I mean start assuming things that seem impossible. If you want to manifest $1 million, start assuming that it's already in your bank account. If you want to manifest your dream house, start assuming you already live there. This might sound crazy, but that's exactly the point. You're not playing by the same rules as everyone else, you're creating your own. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if I'm just fooling myself? Let me tell you something. The only fooling that's going on is the one where you keep limiting yourself to what you think is possible. The universe doesn't care about what you think is realistic. It cares about what you assume to be true. And if you're willing to assume the impossible, then the universe has no choice but to deliver. Think of it this way. Would you rather be the person who played it safe and got average results, or the person who went all in on their dreams and ended up living a life beyond their wildest expectations? I'm guessing it's the latter. So, stop worrying about being realistic and start getting delusional, in a good way. The people who have changed the world didn't do it by staying within the boundaries of what was considered possible. They did it by breaking the mold, thinking big, and refusing to let reality hold them back. Steve Jobs once said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." That's the energy you need to bring to your manifestation game. But here's the key. When you get delusional, you need to do it with unwavering confidence. You can't half-ass this and expect results. You have to go all in, knowing deep down that what you're assuming is already yours. It's not about hoping or wishing, it's about knowing. Knowing that you're deserving, knowing that it's possible, and knowing that it's already done. So, here's your assignment. Pick something you've been wanting to manifest but thought was too big, too crazy, or too impossible. Now, start assuming it's already yours. Get delusional about it. Live as if it's already part of your reality. And watch as the universe bends to your will. Putting it into practice. Alright, now that we've talked about the theory, it's time to get practical. How do you actually start living in the end and using the law of assumption to your advantage? It's simple but powerful. First, start by identifying your desire. What do you want to manifest? Be specific, but also be open to the universe delivering something even better than you imagined. Next, create a vivid mental image of yourself already living that reality. Close your eyes and see it in your mind's eye. But don't stop there. Engage all your senses. What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What sounds do you hear? The more detailed your visualization, the more powerful it will be. Remember, your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined, so make it as real as possible. Now, this is where most people mess up. They visualize for a few minutes and then go back to their old ways of thinking. Not you. You're going to take it a step further. Start acting as if your manifestation is already here. If you want to manifest wealth, start managing your money like a wealthy person would. If you want to manifest love, start treating yourself with the same love and respect you expect from a partner. And finally, be patient. The universe operates on its own timeline, not yours. But rest assured, if you continue to live in the end and assume your desires as already fulfilled, they will manifest. It's not a question of if, but when. And the best part? The more you practice this, the faster and more effortlessly your manifestations will start to show up in your life. So, there you have it. If you've been struggling with manifestation, it's time to stop playing it safe and start assuming your success, wealth, love, and happiness is already done. Stop hoping and start knowing. Live in the end, get a little delusional, and most importantly, change your self-concept to match the life you want to live. Before we wrap up, let me remind you of something important. Only 2% of you have signed up for notifications. If you found value in this video, hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on future content that could change your life. We're on a mission to impact 11 million lives by the end of 2024, and we need your help to get there. Also, if you're ready to dive deeper and really master these techniques, sign up for our exclusive consultations. Spots are filling up fast, so don't wait. Thank you for watching, and remember, you're not here by accident. You're here because you're ready to transform your life. Now go out there and make it happen. We'll see you in the next video, Manifesting Maestros.